Hello, welcome to yet another video recipe of foodtools.com. Today we are going to learn how to make a very easy continental recipe known as pasta in white basil sauce. The ingredients needed for making pasta in white basil sauce are: you need to boil pasta. I have taken around 200 grams of pasta in this macaroni shape. But while boiling the pasta, you need to make sure that it is not completely boiled. This is known as al dente. That means once you try to break it, you see a white strip inside the pasta. So what I have done is I have just boiled it for around 5 minutes, and I have drained the water and kept it. Now for making the sauce, you need garlic, a garlic of this size. All the cloves are roughly chopped onion, one onion of this size, boneless chicken. I have chopped it into 1 centimeter cubes. This is around 200 grams of chicken. Then around 50 to 60 grams of cheese. You can take any cheese that you want. It can be any flavored cheese. I prefer just classic cheese. Then some vegetables. Now I had just these green capsicums, these yellow bell peppers and some corns. You can add broccoli, you can add red pepper, whatever vegetables that are available. But try to avoid carrots because carrots doesn't gel well with the basil white sauce. Then for making the gravy, you need milk, and for flavors you need chili flakes, oregano, and sweet basil, dry sweet basil, and the cooking medium is olive oil, salt to taste, and pepper to taste, and around 1 tablespoon of corn flour and 1 tablespoon of maida mixed together. Now take a deep frying pan, heat it properly, add some olive oil, around 1.5 tablespoon of olive oil. Wait for 1 minute and let the olive oil heat a little. Then into it add all the chopped garlic, stir it for about 30 seconds. Make sure that the garlics are not burned or completely fried. Just stir it a little so that the oil gets mixed with the garlic and the garlic looks glazed. Then add onions, chopped onions, and fry it for some time till the onion is brown in color. Once the onions turn a little translucent in color, then add the rest of the vegetables like the bell pepper and the corn. Mix it well. Put the flame in medium mode and cover it for around 30 seconds to allow the water of all the vegetables to come out. After some time, you'll find that the vegetables have shrunk a little. Then add the chicken pieces. And add some seasoning like a little bit of salt, a little pepper. Pepper is according to your taste. A little oregano, some amount of basil, and mix the seasoning well with the vegetables and the chicken. After mixing it well, again you'll have to cover it and keep it for another 1 minute. After a minute or two, when you find that the chickens are quite well cooked and the vegetables are also quite well cooked, then we'll start adding the ingredients for making the gravy. First, around half a cup of milk, some cheese, then add around 2 teaspoons of this maida and corn flour mix. This would help in getting that consistency, and let the cheese melt properly. For allowing the cheese to melt properly, you might have to cover it for around 30 seconds. So don't haste, but allow the cheese to mix well with the milk and with the corn flour and with the vegetables. So wait for another 30 seconds. If you want, you can cover it as well. Like I would be covering it and keeping it for 30 seconds and allowing the cheese to melt. After 20 to 30 seconds, you'll see that all the cheese is melt well, and you'll also get an aroma of the melted cheese mixed with the basil and oregano. And your gravy's consistency also, you'll find that it has thickened a lot because we have already added the corn flour and the maida. Once you find that it is quite thick like mine, then you add around a cup of water. Since I have 200 grams of pasta, so I'm adding a cup of water. If you have lesser amount of pasta, you can add around half a cup of water. It depends on the quantity of pasta that you're making. Mix all the vegetables and the gravy. Now add some more of basil, quite an amount, like maybe 1 tablespoon of basil, a little bit like half a teaspoon of oregano, some chili flakes. Remember that we have already added pepper, so do not add a lot of chili flakes. Mix these seasonings well, and if you notice that I'm not adding salt right now because I've already added milk, so allow the milk to mix well with the cheese and cook well, and then only add salt, otherwise the milk might curdle. You can add salt before adding the milk, or you have to wait till the milk gets cooked properly. Put the flame again on medium mode and cover it for another 1 minute. After a minute, as you open the lid, you'll get the aroma of basil in white sauce, and you'll see that your sauce consistency also come out right. How would you find that your consistency is right? Once you dip your ladle and pick it up, see that the liquid is drizzling down like this. If it is thicker than this, then you should add a small amount of water to it, because if it is not this light or this liquid, then once you add your pasta, then it will become very dry. Now close the flame, take the boiled pasta and drizzle some small amount of olive oil over it. The fresh olive oil would give a very good flavor mixed with the basil. Now slowly add your sauce over the pasta, and your pasta is ready. Mix the sauce properly with the pasta. Allow it to settle for around 2 to 3 minutes. So this is the ready pasta in white basil sauce. You can serve it by sprinkling a little bit of oregano, a little bit of pepper according to one's taste, and some chili flakes. You can have this pasta with, like I told you, with any of the side dishes, any of the non-veg continental side dishes. Some of the recipes you can find on my website www.foodtooths.com. This is the continental dish that you learned today. Hope you'll cook it at home and relish it, and happy cooking.